Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. In today's video, we are going to be talking about another beautiful foliage plant called as the Philodendron White Princess. Now, of course, you will get to know why it's called as White Princess. It's because of that beautiful white variegation. Last time we spoke about Philodendron Pink Princess and they tend to get the pink variegation, whereas these tend to get the white variegation. Absolutely beautiful plant, very easy to take care if you are a beginner. You are looking out for something very beautiful, very unique looking plant. Philodendron White Princess is your answer. As I said, it is an absolutely easy to grow plant provided you give the basic care requirements what we are going to be talking in this video. Let's start off with the light, which is the most important thing. If you want a good amount of variegation on the leaves, you will have to offer a good amount of indirect bright light. Please do not expose this plant to direct sunlight, otherwise the leaves will get burnt. The white variegated leaves will be the first ones to get burnt if you're going to offer direct sunlight. So ensure you're giving a good amount of indirect bright light, whether you're growing it indoor, whether you're growing it outdoor. If you're growing it indoor, ensure you're keeping it in a bright spot wherein there is a good amount of light but the sun does not directly fall onto the leaves. If you're keeping them outdoor, you can keep them under a shade cloth, you can keep them under other huge plants, but ensuring that the direct sunlight does not fall onto them. Talking about the soil requirements, I use the same soil mix which is loose, porous and well draining, which is a mix of coco peat, garden soil, sand and perlite. They prefer airy, well draining soil mix which does not turn compact. Slight amount of moisture is needed in the soil but not soggy wet soil, otherwise the roots will get rotted. So ensure the pot that you're using or the container that you're using should have a drain hole, so whenever you water, the excess water tends to flow out. Whenever you tend to see upper layer of soil is dry around 1 to 2 inches, go ahead and do a complete watering. During summers, the frequency of watering is going to be more as compared to the winters. During winters, you'll have to reduce the watering because the soil takes a little bit longer time for it to dry. Talking about fertilizers, do not add fertilizers during the winters. You can add it during the summers because they are in their growing period. These are tropical plants. They prefer warmer environment and they prefer a good amount of humidity. Any humidity above 50%, 60% is appreciated by the plant if you are from a place wherein the humidity is very low. So ensure that you're using a humidifier or try to club a lot of plants together. Propagation is pretty simple. You can go with root division or you can do a stem cutting just beneath the nodes. I will put the link in the description below. You can check it out. It is the same process of propagating philodendrons. Talking about pest issues, yes, this plant does get affected with spider mites, mealybugs, aphids and scale insects. So always do a routine check. Once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks, turn the leaves and check if there is any white infestation beneath the leaves. The moment you see a very small little infestation, try to take care of it at the early stage. Do not let the plant get completely covered with pest, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to take care of the plant. Go with any organic solution that you have been using all this while and that has been working out really well for you. Now talking about, is this plant toxic? Yes, all of the philodendrons are toxic. So ensure that you're keeping the plant away from the reach of small children and pets. If the leaves are ingested, it can lead to trouble, so be extremely careful. Even while propagating philodendrons, they do contain the sap or the plant milk. Ensure you're using gloves, especially if you have very sensitive skin. Ensure that you clean all the equipments that you use for propagation. Wash them thoroughly and then store them because the leftover sap on the blade and knife can also be toxic if you have sensitive skin. Apart from this, Philodendron White Princess is an absolutely easy growing plant. You can easily add it in your collection even if you are a beginner. It's a non-fussy, very low maintenance plant, but the only thing that you have to keep in mind is to offer a good amount of indirect bright light. That is, if you want a good amount of variegation or if you want to maximize the amount of variegated leaves, then you'll have to offer a good amount of indirect bright light. If the plant does not receive a good amount of light, of course the variegation will reduce. You will get more of the green leaves. Apart from that, in less or low light, the plant will grow very slow and it can even stretch. So be extremely careful. The only thing that you have to do is give a good amount of indirect bright light and the plant will do quite well. It's very, very easy to grow. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.